Hello, Taurus. It is time for your mid-July update. We're going to start out with an oracle card to see the primary energy that you'll be working with here in the second half of July. You have the shadow. The shadow. I'm getting the words or the phrase that immediately came to mind, though, is everything is not what it seems. There are shadows. There are things that are hidden, just out of sight, where they're not clear. You can't quite make out what's going on, is the sense that I'm getting here. For some of you, there's also a need to step out of the shadows. Stop hiding. Put yourself out there. Give it a go. Get anything else off of this card? There's ash. I don't know why there's ash. Why is there ash? Ash can cover things up. It's very, I'm seeing like big flakes of ash, like after a volcano or something like that. The big flakes, it's fluffy. It's a fluffy ash. Almost like snow, but it isn't snow. So you could wave your hand and it would move out of the way. So there's a sense that you need to take action to clear the way. It's not going to be as hard as you think it is. It's not like shoveling heavy, wet snow. It is just a matter of, and it clears the path. But you have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to take the action. You have to be willing to see what's hidden and stop being afraid of it. It's time to bring light to it. Let's see what we have for tarot. For you, what messages do we have for Taurus? We have the Queen of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Sun, the Ten of Wands, and the Six of Cups. If you're willing to do the work, if you're willing to take the steps needed, if you're willing to see, to uncover things, I'm not seeing a downside here. At least not when looking at the overall set of cards here. It's like if you can just wave your magic wand, what is it that you want to see? And that may be what it is. That is what you will see. It's the not knowing that is holding you back. The fear of what might be there. If you can bring yourself to look into the shadows, to shed light, to clear away the ashes, to see what's growing underneath, it's a beautiful life. It's not something to be feared. All right, let's look at each individual card. We have the Queen of Wands here. So feminine energy, receptive, kind of softer and nurturing. This is the Queen. She's very confident in herself. She is a leader. She is somebody that people look up to, admire, seek advice from. This is the Wands, which is a fire element, which is passion, boldness, creativity. It's active. This is somebody who's on the sideline. They're bold. They are not afraid to speak their mind. They're not afraid to stand up for themselves or anybody else. This is a friend that's always telling you to go for it. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Get it. Yeah, yeah, rah, rah, rah. They're the loud friend. So for some of you, this could be that loud friend that they are cheering on. They're encouraging you to do something. And because this card is showing up here to represent them, the advice here is to do the thing. Take the steps. Let them help you. Let them be there to cheer you on, to support you, to encourage you. For others, you're feeling this bold energy. You're feeling ready to take action, to take steps, to do. You're at that point. You have reached that point. You are ready to expose the shadows, to see what's there in all its glory. You're ready to face the fear. Then we have the Hanged Man. Now, contrary to the Queen of Wands, this is a contrast. The Hanged Man is a major arcana card, which can indicate a shift or something that's going to impact you long term. And you also have the Sun coming up behind that. We have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is willfully in a state of suspension. They're on pause, they're on hold by choice. They're not ready to move forward. They are observing. They're waiting to see what else happens. They're taking time to, perhaps it's after you take that time. Oh, okay. They are taking the time to observe what they see in the shadows, to really focus on it, to be present with that energy, to absorb the messages that are seen there, to process. So the advice here is to not act on what you uncover, not act on what you see here when you clear away the ashes, but to sit with it, to be present with it, to observe, almost like you're a third party, even though this has to do with, it may affect you personally. Don't take any action, just be present with what is going on here and what you uncover. So you have the boldness to do the thing, to uncover it, to see it, and then sit with it. Be present. Give yourself that time and that space to just be. And then we have the Sun, exposing all the shadows. This is a sense of joy, vitality, rigor. So being very active and getting out and being in that sun, feeling that warmth on your skin. It's almost like, okay. So it's as if everything, because of these shadows, there was a cloud, right? You could not feel that warmth of the sun. There was a sense of impending doom or being overcast all the time, waiting for the other shoe to drop because you're afraid to open that closet door and see what was in there. Once you clear that out, once you expose those shadows to sunlight, if you will, there is a sense of freedom, of relief. The sun is now out. You can see everything clearly. Life is good. And you feel good. It's definitely a sense of really feeling good about what's going on now. That integration has occurred. And then we have the 10 of Wands. Now this is also, again, it's a wand, so it's a fire element, but this is the 10, which indicates endings, a time for releasing. It's time to release maybe the fears that you had here. This could also have to do with an actual, no, that's not what this is for this one. For this has to do with energy. You need to let go of the old beliefs, the things that you, the behaviors that went along with the fear that you had of exposing the shadows. It's one thing to see it, to absorb it, but then you need to change your own behaviors. You need to take action to shed those old behaviors, beliefs that you had attached to this fear here. That's what this is. So it's a sense of shedding, like a deer sheds their antlers every year so that you can grow something new in the next year, something better for you, bigger, bolder. There's a sense of shedding that old energy, those old fears and those old beliefs. Okay, I think we got that. Let's move on. Now we have the Six of Cups. Six of Coins. Coins are an earth element, very much in tune with Taurus energy. This is a card of sharing, of community, reciprocity. Hope I said that right. That's how it is in my head. Give and take. Sharing the joy, sharing the knowledge, sharing the work, sharing the resources. So this could be literally maybe cleaning out a closet and getting rid of those old shoes that you no longer use or that you don't like anymore because they don't suit you anymore. Giving them to charity. Or maybe you have a friend or someone in your life who's always admired those and you gift them to them. And you get their joy and their appreciation in return. Or maybe they have something that they're ready to release and then you exchange things. But it is a good energy. It is fulfilling. Let's see what we have on the back of the deck. We have the Seven of Wands. Interesting. Defending your territory, standing your ground. I'm getting a sense of pride here in what you've done, in what you've uncovered. It could be that other people don't agree with what you've done. And they're not ready to clear off the ashes, to take that broom and sweep away the grime and the dirt that's been covering things up for so long. But you are standing your ground. You are not backing down. And you are clearing out those cobwebs, getting rid of those ashes so that your life and your energy can shine brighter. And they will just need to adapt or go leave the dust and the cobwebs in their own houses. You are not responsible for theirs. You are only responsible for yours and your energy and your actions. So a job well done is what it feels like. She's like, yep, I did that. You got a problem, you can back off. That, Taurus, is what I have for you for the second half of July. Please hit that like button and please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.